This is Keep Calm and Mother On, a special series brought to you by Everyday Motherhood, and I am Christy Thomas.
Thanks, Lucy.
You're welcome. Also, that was my ukulele.
Way to go, Kay.
Today is Tuesday, April 28th. Wow. We are almost to the end of the month, and April has seemed to fly by for me, unlike the month of March did, right? Like once everything halted in March slowed way down, but April seems to be flying by. I mean, April Fool's Day seems like forever ago. I cannot believe that we're still in April. I guess that means that April's going slow. Anyways, back to today. My tip for you today is to go try out a Breathe With Me episode. If you haven't done one before, I release them every Tuesday, and I think that they're pretty much the bomb diggity because they're exactly what I need. I need someone to tell me to slow down and to stop holding my breath. And that's what I offer you with the Breathe With Me episodes. I'm not an expert on how to lead these guided meditations. I just record the track that I need, and then I share it with you. Because here's what I found, that I'm not that special. I mean, I'm special, but what I need isn't that much different than what you need. So if something's working for me, it's probably going to work for, let's say, like 75% of you. And the other 25, you can take it and leave it. But for today, I say go check out a Breathe With Me episode. There's 15 of them. Most of them have an affirmation, and they're mostly under 5 minutes. So that's my tip for you today. Practice breathing. And if you don't want to use mine, go check out the Headspace app or the Insight app or the Calm Timer. There are so many. Or just the Do Nothing for 2 Minutes website. Okay? Now here are today's tips. So let's keep calm and mother on.
Hi, it's Alexandra. I am the founder of Big Life Journal, and I suggest playing the game of Unfortunately, Fortunately with your children. And it's essentially helping your children see the positives in any situation. For example, if your child is feeling sad and disappointed that they can't play with their friends anymore, you can say something like, unfortunately, we can't go to the playground and play with your friends today, but fortunately, we can stay home and there's so many fun things we can do. Like we can play Twister and we can play Simon Says and we can put together a puzzle and build a fort. So essentially, you help them to see the positives in any situation and you help them rewire their brain to see the positives in the future. So try this at home, and I hope this was helpful.
Hi, my name is Linda. I too am in lockdown in Michigan, and I would like to share what I'm doing to make my life easier during this time. I do not have children at home. They're all grown. But me and my spouse of 40 years are conquering this together. The first thing I would say is laugh. Laugh at yourself, laugh at your spouse, laugh at your children. Second, I would say take a walk, hold hands, enjoy the birds singing, notice things. There's lots of nature out there. Third, I would say don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Meaning, this too will pass and we will get through it together. Meanwhile, I have totally enjoyed listening to all your tips from around the world. Thank you, Christy.
Hi, my name is Jen, and I'm from practicalbydefault.com, solutions for the working homeschool mom. And I know that everyone here is in a brand new situation. So my tip for you today is to have a flexible schedule and know that it's okay if things don't go as planned, because chances are they won't. So go ahead, have a planner, set out 1 to 3 things that you'd like to do today, but realize that life is probably going to happen and it might just not get done. So don't forget to have grace for yourself and for your children. One of the questions I like to ask is, what memories do I want my children to take from this time? So really focus on connecting with your kids and spending time with them, as well as creating those wonderful memories.
50 years of research tells us that one of the best predictors for how well kids turn out is that they have secure attachment with at least one person. What does that mean to cultivate or provide secure attachment to a kid? What do we do in order for that to happen? Dan Siegel and I, in our book, The Power of Showing Up, talk about the 4 S's. As parents, we want to help our kids feel safe, where we protect them from harm, but we also make sure we are not the source of their fear. Seen, where we look behind the behavior at the mind and the feelings that they have, so we see how they're feeling and thinking and tune into that. Soothed, so we nurture them and comfort them and help them when they're having a hard time. And finally, secure. When children have not perfect, but enough predictable repeated experiences of feeling safe and seen and soothed, they develop that 4th S, security, which is really important because what that means is that their brain wires to know that if they have a need, when they are in distress, if things are difficult, someone will show up for them. And then their brain is also wired to be able to do that for themselves, to help themselves be safe, seen, soothed, and secure. So what your kids need most from you is you. Flawed, imperfect, but authentic, present you.
Hey, Christy, this is Mary Catalona, and I help busy professional working moms who secretly desire some peace in their life, a little balance, and some time for self-care. So I wanted to share with your community a little tip that I love to work on with my clients, and that is simply to reduce the amount of notifications that pop up on your smartphone. Reducing it so that you're not multitasking more than you should, meaning you're not brain shifting more than you really need to. So our notifications pop up when we get emails, they pop up when we get group texts or text messages, and they pop up when we have a new notification on social media. So if you create time throughout your day, little pockets of time throughout your day to check these things, you can actually focus more clearly, more efficiently on your high priority tasks. So that means if you want to check your email, say between 9 a.m. and 10 p.m., that will save you time and energy. Or checking your social media simply between, say, 8:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. And if you have a bunch of group texts that you're involved in, maybe creating another time pocket throughout the day. By doing that, that will eliminate the brain shift so that you can actually focus on getting your high priority tasks done.
Today's tips are probably some of my most favorite. I mean, I got to hear from my mom. Did you catch that? The number 2 person, Linda, that's my mom. And then second, one of my favoriteest authors gave us a tip. If you haven't read any books by Tina Payne Bryson, I'm going to put all of her books in the show notes. I don't normally do that with this, but I really want to make sure you can find her because she is an amazing resource. And the safe, seen, secure, and soothed totally changed how I look at everything. If you want to carry on the conversation, I would love it. Go find the Everyday Motherhood Podcast Fans Facebook group, and I'll see you there.